I had to pull up with the Melo jerseys today. I had to. 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 These are just some of them. Actually hurt my shoulder. But after today, sheesh. He took. We're talking about this. It's the last game played. We're talking about it first because of how hyped I am for this. For Melo, bro. He took over in the fourth, bro. Let me pull up these stats. If I can grab this mouse. There we go. Let me pull up these stats. He hit five, six, or something like that shots in a row, like three threes in a row, no misses in between. He just got the ball, walked them to the 3-point line, pulled up right in their faces, went in every single time. He brought them back. Like, oh, it was so nice to watch because he was the primary ball handler since ball handler while Damian Lillard was on the bench. It was just if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend go watching it. Go back and watching that because he went off in the early fourth, bro, pulling up from everywhere. He had 24, I think. Oh, it was insane. He had 24. Lillard, 30-point game, doing what Lillard does. Melo down the stretch, draws the foul, iced with the free throws, iced the game, in both of them. What a game, bro! I need to display these. I don't really know where. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's try to get these like. It's all falling down. It's all falling down. There. I don't have anywhere else to hang these. Oh. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. I'm sorry if that took too long. But anyways, other than Melo in this game, the Sixers and Blazers are always a must-watch game. They never disappoint. Never. I've never seen a game where they disappoint. Embiid played well. Simmons, good defense all around, like he does, playing well. They just came up short this game. What's his name? Seth Curry. I don't know why I was whatever. He came down, bro. Tied up the game with a nice three. Not much else to say besides Melo going off. Beautiful to watch. Beautiful. So now let's go back to the top where it first started. Let's start with the Heat and the Rockets. This was fun to watch. I always love watching John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins. Although they may not be what they used to be, they're still so fun to watch. And Oladipo too. He went out with an injury. Hopefully he's fine. I'm not sure what his injury was, but he never came back in the second half. I don't think. This is just a mess. I'm sorry. Oh, and everything's falling down on me. Okay. Now we can get really into this. The Heat, they won. The Rockets, they're just an average team. But the Rockets, I think they're set up good in their future because they can compete because they have so much picks. They can still compete with their players they have now, like John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Oladipo, and yet even if they get 7th seed, 8th seed, they're making the playoffs and they still have tons of first round picks from the Nets. So that's a win-win for the Rockets. They got some good picks out of the James Harden trade. The Heat, on the other hand, although they won, they still do not look like the Heat in the bubble. Which I don't want to say they're a fluke team, but like there's not really any other way to put it because they they're kind of playing the same they did in the bubble, just like they had the same squad. They just aren't as good. Like they're playing the same defense pretty much, and I hate using that word, the fluke team, but they kind of are this season, at least so far. So far they can still turn it around. Raptors and Celtics, not much really from there. Kyle Lowry maybe traded soon, at least we've heard. You never know if they're actually right or not with these reports, unless it's come from Woj, then you know it's a definite thing. Ojale had 24 points, which was nice. And everyone else kind of did their thing. Peyton Pritchard, he had 20 off the bench actually, so that's pretty nice. They had some good role players, some good bench players step up, help them get this win. Next game, let's move on to the Pacers and Pistons. Again, bro, it's just sad to see Blake Griffin. It really is. I hate watching him digress the way he is and going out the way he is. I'm hoping he turns around because I like Blake Griffin a lot. It also could be a part of him being on the Pistons. You know, the Pistons aren't necessarily the greatest. It's not the greatest place to be right now. And I consider that. I'm a Knicks fan, dude. Knicks fans, the Knicks, that's the worst place to be. Sabonis, 26, doing what he does. Blake Griffin, 16. Jeremy Grant did not have a great game. He had 9 points, shot 4 for 17. But overall, you know, I don't know. It's just not really another game I can dive too deep into. And this is the last game I guess I'm talking about. It's only the last one left. The Magic and the Blazers. Now I'm just confused with the Magic and the Warriors. I'm just confused with the Magic and what their plans are, because for the past like 5-ish years or so, they've just been solid like 8th seed, 9th seed in the hunt playoffs, not even no contending. They're not contending for anything. Their best player is Vucevic, which isn't bad. He's a great player, but he's not winning anyone a championship alone. I'm just confused on what they're trying to do, because if I was a GM, I wouldn't want to just be sitting there letting my team make 8th, getting the 8th seed over and over and over and just losing first round every time. Like that just seems, because you're not getting any picks, you're not going anywhere, it just seems kind of like a waste. But yeah, man, I don't know. They don't really make any huge moves. The Markelle Fultz obviously hurt them. That was a good move. He was playing well before he got hurt. The Warriors. Oh yeah, I forgot Dwayne Bacon. He's on the Magic now. He had a good game. He had 20 points. He used to be in Charlotte, but I think he's getting a lot more playing time. Yeah, he started tonight. 37 minutes, which is nice to see. The Warriors. Wiggins. Steph Curry at 40. Draymond, not scoring much, but doing what he does, passing, rebounding, defense. He's still a great player, even though he can't necessarily score. I think that's it. The Warriors, they're starting to look really good. Steph Curry's popping off. He's averaging 29, 5 and 5, almost 30. He's like 29.5 or something. Yeah, Curry doing Curry things. But yeah, I mean, with that, there's not really much else to talk about because there's only a few games tonight. But again, shout out Melo, and hopefully the Blazers can get some defense soon. That's all I have to say. They did decent in this game, but they still need defense to do anything. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. See ya. Peace.